Chapter 2 focuses on your first days and weeks in the laboratory. It's common to wonder what you should expect during your first days and weeks in the lab. So what should you expect? The answer to this depends on the specific lab that you are working in. In most laboratories, you might expect to get a tour of the lab, a brief description of ongoing research studies, and to review the rules and regulations governing the laboratory. Most likely, the lab that you have chosen to work in has clear protocols and guidelines in place. If not, you might begin working on developing more optimal research culture by helping to create some appropriate protocols. You should be asking, what are the procedures for entering the laboratory and for locking it? How will you obtain keys? What are the hours of operation? You probably want to speak with prior or current lab members to find out about relevant guidelines. Contacting prior lab members is a great way to find out what worked and to obtain information that perhaps even your new mentor might not have. This chapter also focuses on many issues related to the IRB, or Institutional Review Board. So as you begin, this is an important time to become familiar with the ethical committee's guidelines and courses required before you begin recruiting potential participants and working with infants and children. The specific guidelines naturally depend on your particular laboratory, institute, or university. In general, research conducted with human subjects must be reviewed and approved by an external board in order to protect the rights of human participants. This approval process must be completed before you begin testing. One of the best ways to get your proposal for research approved is to plan ahead and get to know and understand your local IRB, or Institutional Review Board. In most cases, there's an IRB on your campus. Sometimes these boards have open information sessions on conducting research and completing the complex forms often involved with research on human participants. So Chapter 2 focuses on many of these issues.